Alrighty, folks, with a slight delay there, I do believe we're live. Welcome, I'm Stately, and this is the 1MC3 Community 7 Days to Die server, where I am all alone. Again. Aw. I don't want to be all alone on the 7 Days server. Where did everybody go? Also, I have poopy butt, according to the little icon in the corner, which actually means that I have diarrhea. Lovely. And hey, my inventory's full. What a ginormous surprise.
Shock, shock.
Right? Shock horror. Alright, let's go ahead and offload some inventory. It's 9 in the morning on day 150. It looks like we're good for Horde Night. No Horde Night during tonight's stream. So I might actually be able to get some building done and maybe do some exploring. We'll see how it goes. Let's see, what do I have here that I do not currently need? Small stones, sunglasses. I already have a pretty good pair of sunglasses, don't I? Black shades. Those are much cooler than the shades I currently have. Okay, let's see. What the hell is going on here? My inventory is messed up. Can't find my pants. Oh, I'm wearing my pants. I'm just wearing them.
I was
going to
say, aren't you wearing them?
I can't find my pants. Hey, Reese the GS, welcome to the stream. How you doing, man? Okay, let's just put some stuff away. And whatever we turns out we actually need it afterwards, we'll just grab it again. But for now, I'm just going to clear stuff out a little bit. Put some stuff in the food supply chest over here. I'm going to keep the cornbread because that's good food, but the cornmeal can go, and the rations, and more rations. I got lots of wood, but I'm using lots of wood, so I'll hang on to that for now. What just happened? Did I hit my head? I think I hit my head. That's funny, I didn't realize you could do that. It looks like Dying Light. It's 7 Days to Die, which is not dissimilar. They're both pretty fun games. I've been having a blast with 7 Days to Die here. Okay, we'll take off the armor, take off the mining helmet. Oh, giant Bob Ross hair. Now I have to put my cowboy hat back on before my Bob Ross hair gets away. And then we have some mechanical parts that go in here. I might actually try to use some of those today, see if I can get some electronics going. I think DK was going to hop on, I'm not 100% sure. The Big Bang Theory, Noble. I was into that. No, I don't even have Dying Light. This is... It's something I'm interested in. That's the building I'm working on over there. Let's head on over and get to work. Am I thirsty enough to actually drink something now? I'm still not thirsty enough. It's kind of irritating because it's a cure for the squirts, and I can't use it until I have some thirst built up. But it's all good. I'm pretty sure it only affects my stamina increase. We're on PC. This is our community server. If you'd like to join us, hop on our Discord server at 1mc3.com/discord, and somebody there will be able to give you the server password. You are welcome to join. It is a semi-public server, as opposed to a members-only server, so hop on in if you want to. Alright, so I have been working on putting together a little bar and grill, or just generic pub. I've already found a piece of furniture, so it's going great. So 1mc3.com/discord. The bottle will spit it out every now and then, but there it is. And today I'm going to see about putting in a roof, and I'm not quite sure how many supports I need, so what I'm going to try is a couple of beams, and hopefully the beams will support the rest of the roof, but I might have to put in a couple of pillars. Yeah, the base is, it's a library, it's a standard location. Hey DK, how you doing, man? And we've built the fortification on top of it. We've survived quite a few Horde nights in this base. It's, actually, it's pretty easy with this base. We've just got a couple of people on the walls and a sniper up top, and everything seems to go fine. You want to help out here, man? I can throw you some wood. What I'd like to do is put in a couple of beams along the long axis, and then maybe we'll put in a few pillars. If you need some wood, I have some for you. Take this pile right here, and I'm going to start building wooden frames. I keep going back and forth from Minecraft to, whoa, what was that? That can't be good. That can't be good. I mean, the little ones,
you guys
okay,
could be screwed.
But those look like hellhounds or something. I don't know, I still hear them. I gotta take my duster off because I'm overheating. And I still have the iron gloves on. Okay, now I look normal and I probably won't overheat. There's a zombie in the distance over there. I'm not too worried about that. Okay, alright. Well, that was interesting. I swear to God, I saw a couple that just looked way too big to be dogs. Isn't it wooden frame, or is it just wood frame? No, it's wood frame. Alright, so I'm going to make... maybe 30 or 40 of these, and then we'll try to fill in the rest with the half frames. And see how that goes. Game suggestions you should play for YT Vid. Astroneers is a lot of fun. Pulsar Lost Colony, if you have some friends to play with, is a blast. Chromebook might make things a little more challenging. I don't really know what's out there that's available for Chromebook. If I'm not mistaken, there isn't even a Minecraft for Chromebook. You know what, though? I'm thinking if we're going to put support beams in here, the roof needs to be a block higher. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to raise the roof up one further block before we start putting in the support beams. So what I'll do is I'll extend the roof up. Let's do wood all around. We'll do reinforced wood frame all around. So if you want to just start putting in the frames. I have not played Clash of Clans, no. My genre is more survival. My streams, I do almost exclusively 7 days in Minecraft on our own servers. We have done Astroneer and Pulsar Lost Colony in the past. If you look on my YouTube playlist, you'll find both of those. I don't know enough about Clash of Clans to really have an opinion on the subject, but I don't get the impression it's a particularly good game for streaming. It's not very well paced, is it? I am not doing a good job with the UI today. Okay, it looks like we'll need maybe another 30 or 40 of these. I got plenty of wood, so that's not the problem. It's a fun game. I do recommend it. It's early access, but considering it's in early access, it is... Yeah, it's one of those pay-to-win games, isn't it? But considering that it is in early access, it's in surprisingly good shape. Okay, it looks like you've got the rest of this covered, so I am going to wield the nail gun. And what I want to do after this, because the game actually features paint schemes that you can apply to blocks, I want to see if I can find some magazines that teach me how to paint different things. Pi has, I think, all of the paint skills, but he's not on right now. So I'm going to just see what I can do with the skills that I have. Fortunately, we have several orchards, so wood isn't an issue. And I do want to have, I think we'll not have a second floor, but I will put up a ladder to get up onto the roof, so that we can at least defend the roof. Remember, guys, if you're watching, my name is Stately. This is the 1mc3.com Community 7 Days to Die server. You are welcome to join us here. Hop on Discord and ask for the password. That's a screamer. We need to watch out because they lure in other zombies. Okay, do you see anything from up there, DK? Do you have a view? Do you want to hop on the 7 Days to Die voice chat, by the way? I know you don't have a mic, but you can at least listen in. Yeah, we got a couple of zombies out here. Nothing too serious. Let's see if I can shoot a head off. Or, you know, actually not miss. That would be nice. Let's stand still so I can... Oh, come on. Everything under control over there? Painkillers and grain alcohol. These are all useful things. Really, they're tearing away at the wall pretty harsh, aren't they? Look at that. This is kind of where we want a Molotov cocktail. Set these guys on fire and be done with it. Wait, you're dead, right? In your face, zombie. I missed the big mama. Pull out. Right in the nads. Oh, hello. Thought you were dead. Now you're dead. All clear? Nope, this one's getting up again. Stay down. And stay dead. And she's getting up again. Hey, I just leveled up. I'm still having some trouble with range. Mostly because it's very hard to see the projectiles. Alright, let's see what these guys got. Candy tin can. I think those are for mines. You can make mines or grenades with them. They didn't have too much trouble tearing through this, though. That's discouraging. We might have to... think about a slightly more robust defense. Because this obviously got torn to shreds pretty quickly. Those flagstones are Not as good as I thought. This isn't really a weapon. I feel like we don't really need to be wasting arrows on this. We got some incoming on your left flank. Behind you, DK. Oops. Fortunately, the game is set to PvE, otherwise I'm pretty sure I would have hit DK there just now. Yeah, you're not so tough without your head, are ya? Anybody else? What I found? Cotton seed and mechanical parts. Mechanical parts are useful. You can use mechanical parts to build all kinds of cool stuff. Short iron pipes. I think Pete needs those for something. Okay, well that was an interesting little interlude. Let's see. My thirst should be... You got a brass trophy? Oh, good. Put them in the supply chest. We need brass for, That's the goldenrod tea. That's what I need. We need brass for our, ammo, specifically. So my understanding is that the remains have to be destroyed, or they will lure more zombies. So I guess we'll do that. Really? Oh, it's because the corpse wasn't empty. Okay. And I'll have to go get some clay and stone to replace the stone sections that have been broken here. We might have to put up some defenses around this. I was hoping not to, but considering how fast they broke through that wall there, I think we might have to put up maybe some spikes or barbed wire around it. So let me go grab some clay and stone. DK's in a bigger hurry than I am. Hunger's getting a little low, or technically I guess the hunger's getting a little high. You are gaining health from the food you have eaten. Some like minor glitchiness with the UI, like not being able to operate a door if you're right up against it, that kind of thing. But overall, this is a really well-polished game. It's fine, Noble. We'll do just fine here. Let's see. Cobblestone rocks. I think this is what I need. Again, my inventory's full. Just random stuff right now. When is my inventory ever not full? I've been streaming for years, and every single game I play, due to some magical reason, my inventory is permanently full. Let's see. I'm not entirely sure where water bottles need to go, so we'll put them in miscellaneous for now. Along with the grain alcohol and the bottled water I should refine, but I can do that later. Okay, and then flagstone blocks. Oh look, I still have flagstone blocks from my last attempt. Okay, alright, this should be enough to get back to work. Splint, you need to make a splint. Let's check. Are there none in the first aid case? No. Yeah, there's splints in the first aid chest. Go ahead and grab one and use it. And you will be fine. Should I... I'll just... Here, I'll eat this meat stew. This is really good food. And that should get my health back up. Look at that. Okay, we need to keep a bit of an eye on the time. I don't really want to be out there working during the nighttime. You can head inside and work on the defenses at night. You know, I feel like the garage should be inside the wall. I don't know why Pi made it out there. Maybe there wasn't a decent opening. Remember, folks, if you want to join us, head over to our Discord server at mc3.com/discord, and a friendly moderator will give you the server password. This is a community PvE 7 Days to Die server. That means that you, yes you, may join us. As long as you're not a douche nozzle. So how do you repair flagstone blocks, I wonder? Okay. Okay, so let's see. I don't really know how the mechanics work with regards to like supports and stuff like that, so I'm going to put in beams. Okay. That didn't work. Do I have to break this again? I'm not entirely clear. Because this should contain all the wood that just collapsed. Yes. And I should have gotten that back now. So let's try that again. Let's go from here. Damn it. I keep hitting the wrong inventory button. We'll go out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna put a flagstone block at the bottom just for the looks. Well, that seems well enough supported. So that means we can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks at least between supports. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I do like this aspect of the game. I like that the buildings have an actual physics model. Even if it's not the best physics model ever, it is at least a real physics model, and it makes you build things that are, you know, credible, instead of building an entire tower on a 1 block wide post, which is something I may or may not have done before in Minecraft. And we'll put in a post here. We might actually have a little back room here. You know, I've thought about that. It would be nice to have that in Minecraft. I think the reason Minecraft doesn't have it is because it's Java and the simulation involved would just kill the server. I mean, the gravity blocks that exist in Minecraft are already kind of slow. If you made everything a gravity block, it would probably do a really good job of making the game unplayable. So I'm not going to reinforce these. I don't think it's necessary for the physics simulation. Oh, we missed a little section on this side. And I'm okay with that, you know, if that's how you want to play. But I think there's room in the market for a game like Minecraft that's just a little more realistic. This isn't it, granted, because this is far more a zombie game than a building game, but a game that has the same focus on creative building as Minecraft does, with more realism, I think could be a huge success. This place is starting to look kind of nice. I mean, it's still very Spartan, but it's starting to look kind of nice. Okay, so next step, I need you know what I need? It's time, folks. It's time for me to build a build chest. Here we go. We'll make 2, and so this is going to be kind of the back room. I'll put them in here. Do I want a window there? Did a zombie just break through there? I think maybe we'll do a wider window in the middle and we'll close this up. Now, where are those? Yeah, here. Great. Now I'm not entirely clear. Store shelves can actually be made. So there's all kinds of stuff that you can make. I don't have the materials for most of them. Oh, look! The cold beer sign actually has a recipe. I can make cold beer signs. Yay! Cabinet tops. There are probably a bunch of recipes I don't have. But it's nice to know that there are things that I can actually make to pretty the place up a little bit. Okay, so let's go ahead and... There are like wooden half blocks. Wooden frame, 1 half block. And I would like to use these for maybe some shelving, but definitely for the ceilings. So let me go ahead and make a bunch, but not a huge amount because I'm not 100% sure. There's no spare shotgun shells. Am I shivering? I am shivering. Why didn't I get a notification? Oh, because I had some hot food. That keeps me warm. This is a very pretty game sometimes. I mean, if it wasn't for the zombie apocalypse, I wouldn't mind retiring in this place. Okay, so I got these half frames, and my hope is... Am I still cold? I still seem to be shivering. No, not like that. Top half. Can't do top half. It only does bottom half. Well, if it's only going to do bottom half, I'm going to climb up to the roof and I'm going to pile this on top of what's already there. I just hope that... I just hope that it holds up, but we'll find out, right? So what was that? There should be an option to disable zombie spawning in a zombie survival game. You think? Because I'm not too sure how I feel about that. Alright, so how does this look? It hasn't collapsed yet. There actually is. If you're running a server, you can turn zombie spawning off. If you just want a nice post-apocalyptic world to walk around in, you can have it. I don't really see the appeal. So there are no bottom half slabs. And that's okay, I guess. It does mean that we're going to have to do something around the outside here. Mostly right now I want to just make sure I can get a ceiling on this without it collapsing. Oh, well, we'll move that later. And I kind of want a facade at the front, so let me go ahead and, well, first of all, let me reinforce this so that it's not an empty frame. And this as well. So centered on the door, which is these 4 blocks here, I'd like to have a nice kind of western looking facade. So kind of just a front piece. And there are sloped blocks and stuff that we can use for that too. Three, 4, and then we'll go out. 2 blocks on this side. 2 blocks on this side. And then in the middle here, we'll go up another block. And then let's try the slope frames. The wooden board stairs, wood catwalk wedge. There's a lot of stuff here. Here, wooden frame wedge full corner bottom. I think this is what I want. Ramp, that's what I'm looking for. I want 2 of these. So we'll put these on the sides here. Oh, 4. Yes, the sign has 2 sides. I'm a genius! What were you editing, Reese? What are you working on? Well, let's make 2 more. 2. Thank you. Very good. I'm just trying not to make too much of anything because it's just going to sit in my inventory and fill stuff up. The bone crunching sound is very discouraging, isn't it? You're like, oh, am I dead? And just for funsies, we'll put a tall block on the corner. It looks like everything is, and I'm hesitating to say this out loud, but it looks like nothing's collapsed yet. Let's say that. Okay, half. Here we go. Wood frame half block. I'm going to need another probably 150 or so of these, so we might as well just get started. Why? There we go. This is kind of my first from-scratch build in this game. Okay, this doesn't really work because the slope just hits the half slab. So we'll take this down and replace it with a regular half slab. Oh, right. Like so. Do the same thing on the other side. Oh, cool. Yeah, I've never really spent like huge amounts of time on the meta stuff. I don't even have a thumbnail for 7 Days to Die. I'm just using the game logo. I should make one. Arrow ammo is just 1 arrow, yes. There should be feathers in the supply chest, and if you need me to, I think I can make iron arrowheads. I do also have a fair amount, so I could spare you some if you can't make it for whatever reason. Steel? Yeah. Okay, excellent. So there are no top half slabs. It's not entirely Minecraftian. This is kind of where it gets scary, in the middle here. Oh, /me doesn't work. That's interesting. But that seems okay. So hopefully this will hold out. If I'm going to make more complicated stuff, I'm going to have to like read up on how the physics simulation works exactly. Hey Zax, how you doing, man? Congratulations on your new friend. Have you given it a name yet? I believe it's customary to name warts. Building is definitely slower than Minecraft. There is absolutely that. This is just more time consuming. And I know, I shouldn't compare everything to Minecraft, but Jesus, I've been streaming Minecraft for like 3 years now. It kind of comes naturally. This is the scary part. This is like a big section of unsupported wood here, and I'm hoping it'll hold out. Again, we're not going to reinforce anything up here. I don't think it's necessary. But I might want to come up with some harder material for the outer walls, or maybe make a courtyard. Oh, that's it. That's the frames. So another 50, maybe 75 should do the trick. I keep forgetting that you can just type in the number. It's a little less ridiculous. I'm sad Pi and Mux and Co aren't here. I don't know if they've like already gotten bored of the game and moved on to something else, or if my timing is just bad. Oops. There's a couple down there that I'm going to have to break when I go back inside later. But for now, let's just get this all sorted out. What I'd really like to get is something like a jukebox for the interior. My understanding is that there are some things you can buy at traders, like vending machines, that might be appropriate. So we'll look into that. I've donated all of my trading supplies to the community chest, so I don't have the tokens that you need to buy stuff at traders, but there might be some in the chest, or Pi might have some. Big open roof. It's going to be kind of bland from above, but whatever. So not quite done yet. Another maybe 25. This is a game that would really benefit from having the ability to like drag and draw build areas and have them fill out with frames. Because even after doing this, I still have to go back and, well, first of all, I want to replace the corners with tall blocks just for aesthetics. A little bit of variety. And I'm okay with not doing that on the on the outhouse back there, but I still need to go in and do this to every single block too. Is it getting late? Yeah, it's starting to get late. Night officially starts at 10. And that's when we want to be inside the base and not out here in the open. Fortunately, wood is not an issue. We have lots of wood. And just a little bit of tedium. Oh, Joker left. Joker didn't even say bye-bye. Not that Joker's required to. Joker can do whatever Joker damn well pleases. Oops. That's no big deal. Joker must say goodbye. Nah, it's all good. Not like Joker doesn't have a life or anything, right? Friends, family, all those things that I hear well-adjusted people have, I wouldn't know. All I do is play Minecraft. And 7 days. I don't just play 24/7. You would think that, wouldn't you? Look at how fast my construction skill is going up. Torbjorn is best hero. The one that I play most has always been Soldier 76, followed by Mercy, followed by Torbjorn. Torbjorn is my number 3. But yeah, I really enjoy him. He's a lot of fun. There are some maps where you can just hide in a corner and level up that turret and just keep it going the entire game. You barely have to fire a shot yourself. And that's always intensely satisfying. Okay, I'm going to make a few more wood frame half blocks for up here. I thought I still had some, but I guess I managed to use them all. Look how much wood I've used. I've gone through almost that entire stack of like 2,000 wood. So we're going to put this here and here. Well, that's the basic structure. We're not remotely done. That looks kind of nice, right? In a frontier outpost kind of way. I'm not unhappy with it. So let's, well, we still got 2 hours before night falls. We can do a little bit more. What I'd like to do, well, let's have a look inside. There's a few things I need to break. What I would like to do is work out what kind of glass I can use. I think Noble has told me about shower window glass that can be crafted. I haven't played Overwatch in months. I have no idea what the meta looks like right now. Well, not everything can be crafted. This looks kind of good on the inside, too. I can imagine having a bar over here, and we'll have a little back room here. Tables, chairs. That was you, right, DK? I'm pretty sure that was DK. So, whoa. Are you alright out there? Is that a leopard? What on earth is that? Okay, there's just one of them right now. So let's see if we can maybe sneak up on the bastard. My shotgun is probably not a good weapon for this. Stand still so I can murder you, you bastard. Oh. There's a sneak damage bonus modifier. How nice. Uh-oh. I'm not out of picking now. Oh, I am. What was this? Well, whatever it is, it can't be looted, so I guess it was just some giant evil dog. Call him Cerberus. Be nice if you could tame him, keep him as pets. This one doesn't seem especially aggro. But he doesn't want to stand still long enough for us to shoot him either. So, they can't be searched? Do we have to, like, just chop them apart? See if they drop meat? I got some animal fat out of that. Okay, so they can't be searched like dead zombies, but they do drop something. Alright, Reese, take it easy, man. Thanks for joining. I hope to see you again. Oh, hey, some casino tokens. Nice. Oh, an animal hide. That might be useful for something. And I've got some animal meat out of that. Okay, so yeah, killing them is worth the trouble. You get hides and meat and fat, and those are all useful things. So, I think it's time to put in wood windows. Here we go. No room in inventory. So, wood windows, let's... And they can be upgraded? Oh, that's useful. I want windows. Not... poop. Alright. We'll just break them down to the level we want them to be. Nope, that just destroyed them. So they're not really windows as such, are they? I mean, they can be. Are there other options? Bulletproof glass block. Alright, DK, thanks for joining, man. We'll see you next time. So, there is all kinds of glass. Business glass center trap. Glass pane. Glass pane. Industrial glass centered. Shower glass blocks. Okay, so there's plenty of glass. It is close to 10, and my only compatriot has just left. So I am going to have to brave the night alone. And I'm not going to do that in here. But I am going to put down a couple of chests. And store some stuff that I don't immediately need. Like foodstuffs and Just random things. The rotting flesh I don't even want to keep. And we'll hunker through for the night, and then we'll come back here and get back to work. Let me go ahead and put my armor on. And my mining helmet. Yeah, I need to do the mining helmet instead of the armor, just because light is good. Hey, old cash. Useless. Old cash is not good for anything, apparently. You can turn it into paper and use it for blunderbuss ammo, but that's it. And let's check the ammo situation. I have plenty of steel arrows. I have plenty of shotgun shells. So we should be good. It's, the nights can be kind of tedious if it's not Horde night because nothing will happen for a long time. But if you just ignore them and hide inside, there's a fairly good chance the zombies will eventually find a way to break through the walls. There's already some damage and some blocks here, so before the next Horde night, we are going to have to go in and effect some repairs. Do I think Horizons for Elite is worth it? So Horizons adds engineers, which allow you to upgrade things. It adds planetary landing, which gives you access to more bases, but it also lets you get an SRV and a little vehicle hangar, so you can do missions on planet surfaces. It will probably go on sale again soon, because it always seems to go on sale every month or two. I paid $15 for Horizons, and that is absolutely without a doubt worth it. But you know, you've already got 80% of the game. Speaking of which, we should fly in a wing one of these days, or you can be the gunner on my Asp or something like that. Because I don't really have anybody else to play with, and I would like to do some co-op and maybe run some missions together. If you're up for it. Okay, flashlight for the helmets. What are you flying now? And now our watch begins. Oh, the DBX is so good. I loved my DBX. I just needed more inventory space, so I updated to the Asp Explorer. But the DBX, you can do almost anything in a DBX. Get that frameshift drive A-rated, and it'll jump 30 light years in a jump. It's fantastic. And it's a pretty ship. It's nimble, it's fun to fly, it looks great. It's got that big-ass gun at the bottom. Just a fantastic ship. I'm going to buy myself one again. I had to sell mine to get the Asp. But I am definitely going to have a DBX in my fleet. Well, maybe we can try some together one of these days. I take it easy on the combat. I do the low-end combat missions, and I just fly carefully. But, you know, because I have a HOTAS and because I'm in VR, I probably have a kind of an inherent advantage. Are you playing with the stick, or are you playing with keyboard and mouse? I haven't pledged to a power yet. I have been doing missions around LHS 20, which is a power play system, and I've mostly been doing Federation stuff. I've got one friendly faction now and a couple of what's cordial, a couple cordials, so I can get pretty good missions off these guys. Yeah, keyboard and mouse. I mean, it works. It absolutely works, but I would try to get your hands on Like a simple joystick with a twist handle and a little throttle control at the base, Logitech makes one for like $20. And then use that in combination with a keyboard. It'll give you so much better flying control, and I think that's a big reason why you might be struggling with combat, because that's where you really need good, precise control. But you can get by just fine with a keyboard and mouse. Apparently, it's also really good with an Xbox controller. But I'm pretty happy with my X52. Yeah, but I mean, go out, check out the local thrift stores, get a wired Xbox controller or an old 360 controller, or just fine. You can probably pick it up for $5. Okay, Screamer. I didn't... Oh, seriously? How did they get there? It's completely useless. But we do have incoming there. Quite a bit of incoming. Severed his spine. Well, with the BBX, you can do the Black Box missions. I would consider getting a passenger cabin and do some exploration and tourist missions. Get yourself a, you know, an 8-seat economy passenger cabin, and you can go out and do the big old exploration missions. Those pay pretty well. You can, with just a Diamondback, you can do missions that'll pay $1 to $2 million each. I mean, they take about an hour to go through all of the locations. Yeah, no, you need to sit down for it. But those paid me well. I've made good money doing those. And you know, get a good scanner, and you can scan all the systems along the way, and sell that to the cartographers for some bonus money. It's kind of like a passive income. The tourist missions are kind of my favorite because it's just relaxing space trucking. You fly around, you look at the pretty. Mind you, I kind of play the game as if it were, you know, Euro Truck Simulator. So for me, it's just kind of a way to wind down, to do those long haul missions. Well, if that's all we're going to run into today, we don't have too much to worry about. I doubt it is. We still have 5 hours of nighttime left here. Also, I'm overheating, so the duster has to go again. I'm always too hot or too cold. I think maybe my duster is a little overkill. Maybe I need to get a light jacket. So what you need to do when you're super cruising, and I know what you mean, especially if the mission is like very far away from the jump-in point. You need to run at 100% until you're 7 seconds away from the target, then throttle down to 75. But the missions will also show you how many light seconds you have to jump from your jump-in point. So if it's going to be one of those missions where you have to go 100 or 200,000 light seconds to get to the station, well, A, they pay better, but B, you'll at least know it in advance and you can decide whether or not you want to do it. I'm just walking the watch. Mind you, saving up for higher class frame shift drive helps as well, I think. I'm pretty sure you accelerate faster with the higher class drive. Let's see, I am a little hungry, but not too bad. This is admittedly kind of bland. This would be more fun with more players, but, you know, I can't go out there because the zombies are really fast, and if I stay inside, it's going to be even more boring, so... So we stand watch. This is the nitty-gritty of the zombie apocalypse. Ooh, spooky sound. Oh, the auto dock, yeah. I didn't have one on my Diamondback because I never had enough free optional internals. And I don't really have too much trouble landing. Again, it might be because it's just easier to fly with the stick. But if I were to get a big ship, something that needs a big hangar, or, you know, one of the big freighters, I would definitely get an auto dock, because just flying through the mail slot in those things can be a pain in the butt. Excuse me. I still think we need a watchtower around the door here. Is that a bad sound? That sounds like a bad sound. I had a massive shield tank on my DBX. I was running 2 shield boosters, one of them engineered, and a Class A shield. I don't think anybody ever got through the shields on that thing. Mind you, yeah, I think it is. I think it's just random sounds. I don't think it signifies anything happening. Mind you, I pick my battles. Yesterday, or the day before, I think I was hauling some passengers in an ASP. And they had an enemy, so I got a notification saying, look, these bad guys might show up. And I'm like, eh, whatever. The last couple of times I did that, they were Cobra Mark IIIs. This guy was a Fer-de-Lance. So I'm like, okay, let's see if I can go faster than you. Because I'm not taking on a Fer-de-Lance in a Asp Explorer. Yeah, if you have a Class A power plant, it's not going to be enough to Class A everything else. So you might need to lose a shield booster or something. You can look at the power management on the right panel and just set your priorities so that things like the cargo bay doors turn off when you're using too much power. Because you can run over 100% if you just let the right things turn off. You know, make sure your life support stays on. I haven't used the power cell, but the power cell uses up a lot of space, and what it does is it allows you to regenerate your shields faster when they go down. You're talking about the shield power cell, right, as opposed to the shield booster? Yeah, and the shield booster raises your maximum shield level, but they have a pretty hefty power consumption themselves. So I was running with 2, and I just couldn't swing it with everything else. So I went down to 1, but I had it engineered. So it was like 80% better than a normal. But power management is not as bad on the DBX as on some ships. I'm having more trouble with the ASP with the power management than with the DBX. Mind you, I haven't engineered my power supply on the ASP yet. I'm missing some materials. I need some atypical wake scans, I think, so I can get dirty drive tuning. And that's one of those things. Which weapons? So the ASP has 4 smalls and 2 mediums, and I have pulse lasers on the smalls and regular cannons on the mediums, all of them gimbaled. Stay away from turreted. And if you're playing with a keyboard and mouse, unless you're pretty confident, you should probably also stay away from fixed. What I had on the DBX was 1 large pulse laser and 2 medium cannons. So I'd use the pulse laser to burn through the shield, and then I'd start blasting them with the cannon. But, you know, you can continue to blast them with both. The pulse laser will still do plenty of damage once the shield's down. But the benefit of combining projectiles with laser weapons is if you start overheating, you can still keep firing the projectile weapons. The multi's nice. I would go for medium pulse, though. I mean, the thing has 2 medium slots and 1 large, so you should definitely be using medium weapons. And the multi-cannon's nice. I use the regular cannon because I figure getting, like, 1 solid hit in at just the right time is better and probably easier than keeping on target long enough. I know the multi-cannons have a better DPS, but that does mean that you have to stay on target the entire time. Whereas the regular cannon and the pulse laser, you fire, you hit, you can reacquire the target and fire again. So for like a turreted system, I would go with the multi-cannon and the regular beam lasers. But for a gimbaled system, for me at least, the weapons that fire slower but do more damage work better. Well, guys, there's not much going on tonight. I can't just go outside because if I do that, I'll probably get eaten. But I feel like I should be doing something useful with my time here. Rather than just walking the wall. I don't have any build projects. What I'd like to do, and what I think I will do, is build kind of a gatehouse over there. I'm doing laps, yeah, I'm getting my exercise in. I almost fell off the railing there. Alright, this is in fact a little silly though. So let's see what I can do with concrete, because I think I have the skill now to make concrete blocks, and I can see if I can do something with the gatehouse while we wait here overnight. Shouldn't be anything inside. There could be. It's not inconceivable for something to spawn in here. But I think there's like a minimum spawn distance. Mobs won't spawn like right next to you. There's kind of this will-o'-the-wispy effect there. Oh, it's actually a reflection of that candle. Who'da thunk? Alright, DK, take it easy, man. See you next time. So let's see. We got the cement mixer here. There is nothing in it. Cement. Lots and lots of cement. So let's take a look at this. I haven't, like I said, done anything with cement before, so I'm not quite clear. Concrete mix. Here we go. Crushed sand, small stone, and cement. Okay, and then there's the concrete blocks. Oh, the concrete blocks just use concrete mix. Okay, that's pretty straightforward. So crushed sand. Small stone shouldn't be hard to come by. I'm not sure about crushed sand. I got dirt. I got no sand. Coffee beans, dirt, cobblestone rocks, rebar frames, wood frames, ladders. Okay, let's check. Crushed sand. Small stone. You put in the cement mixer and it turns into crushed sand. Okay. Alright. I'm not sure why there are scrap iron log spikes in here. Okay, let's grab whatever small stone we can find. The ratio is 1 part... That's clay. I might have to go hit some rocks with a hammer. Small stone, cobblestone rocks. Oh, I don't have to hit anything with a hammer. Look how much small stone there is here. Something's out there. There, we got a couple of mobs. I wish I had a scope. Noble has a sniper rifle. And I have trouble with the aim at a distance. Oh, that was a hit, though. Nice. Okay. Well, mustn't complain. Crushed sand. Let's make 100 crushed sand. Is that a mob, or is that just like, no, it's just a bloody spike. Normally, oh, right, I didn't mean to actually fire an arrow there. Normally Noble Gases covers the one, like he said, he has a sniper rifle. I can't work out how to cock my arrow without firing it. I think it probably doesn't matter too much, but it would be nice, you know, save some ammo if you decide not to fire. What is this thing doing right now? It's just burning through wood. Let's turn it off. Not actually. There's nothing being crafted. Okay, so we got the crushed sand. We got the small stone. So besides that, we need... Wait, concrete. Concrete mix, here it is. We need cement, and that there is plenty of in the build chest here. Not apparently this one. Come on, I was looking at piles and piles of cement. Now I don't know where it is. Is it in here? Yeah, there it is. Okay, no, stop it. Concrete mix. Make as many as we can. Am I in the wrong place? It's gotta go in the mixer. Alright. Okay, alright. Concrete mix is being generated. It's 3 AM. The night is almost over. So let's do a quick walk around the wall while we wait for the concrete to get mixed. And just make sure we're still safe, because obviously the mobs will not disappear just because it's daytime. They just become slower. just played that scary noise. You're going to have to come up with a new scary noise if you want to intimidate me. I don't know, man. It looks okay. Everything looks pretty much clear. Sure, there's still some zombies out there, but I don't see them. Just a couple of mobs to deal with tonight. It was pretty straightforward. So the entire outer wall here was never part of the actual build. I think Pete pretty much single-handedly built the outer wall. And I do believe it's been breached once or twice. But, you know, that's why it's an outer wall. If something goes terribly wrong, there's still the inner wall. And I'm shivering again, so let's go ahead and take the armor off. Take the mining helmet off, and we'll put our cowboy hat and duster back on. And now we're comfortable, and we look cool. Both of those are important things. I kind of feel like we need an outer parameter as well. Perimeter. Like around the farm and behind the garage and the bar. And just to kind of expand the area where we can safely roam around at night, for example. Like today. So this right here kind of mystifies me. I think... So we can't fill in these gaps, right? I could dig out the concrete, but that would just move the gap, and I still have to fill it out. So everywhere you build something in the ground, you end up with these little gaps. And that seems a little unfortunate. Alright, do I have wood on me still? I've used up almost all of it, but I want some spikes here. I only have enough for 6, so it looks like I'm going to make 6. I can do some chopping. We have trees. Just got to stay sharp. So, 1, 2, 3. And that side's still good, so they seem to like to try to come up through the gap there, which is kind of why I wanted to do the concrete, and I will. I'll expand this outwards so that it's kind of a gatehouse, and maybe I'll put like grating above it, like we have on the outside here, so we can shoot straight down, because they seem to like to try to come in through the door. And, you know, that's great for us because it means they're easy to moiter. So, this is another kind of weird design choice in the game. If you chop down a tree in a snowy biome and you plant it in a different biome, it grows a snowy tree. So we got these weird ghost trees. timber! I don't know if my guy's technique is very good. I'm pretty sure this is not how you're supposed to chop down a tree. I'm also not convinced this is the best tool for the job, but, you know, it is an axe. It should be made for chopping trees down, right? Or if not made for, at least suitable. Whoa! Good thing I turned around there. Alright, we got a big ol' zombie train incoming. And are they just gonna pass me by? Are they going somewhere else? It's like a zombie crusade. They're off to retake zombie Jerusalem. The lighting effects are nice. The visuals really are pretty good. It's a visually appealing game. Performance optimization is crap. I mean, like, utter crap. Complete bollocks. Look at that. They're going straight for the door. Well, I'm going to let them just all wander into the spikes, and then I'll start picking them off. Make sure they're not like a vanguard for an entire invasion or something, but... they really are mostly just dropping entirely of their own accord. This is kind of challenging. Okay. All right, let's... whoa! Where did you come from? Well, that just got a little... right in her face. Crawlers aren't really my biggest concern since they're slower. These big guys are kind of irritating, but you can pretty much drop them with one good solid shot to the noggin. Everybody dead. Any more sad little survivors over here? See, they went straight for that place where I put down the spikes. That's how they try to get in. I don't know why they're so interested in getting into the library if there's nobody in there. I'm not sure what causes the zombies to target something. Goldenrod, nail gun receiver, these are all useful things. Painkillers, absolutely, we'll take them. Black dress shoes and a glass pane. Can I place the glass pane? Can that just be my window? Okay, we don't pick up the sandwiches anymore. And bottled water. We have so much water. We're good in that regard. That split sound that they make is just hilarious. Blue skirt. Pass. We have all the clothes. Oil is useful. Alright, good. We got some useful stuff out of that. And I don't think I took too much damage. That dog sound close to you guys? I don't know if the dogs are always aggro. So there is that. Let's see. Okay, I can have some cornbread. My hunger level's fine. Slowly restoring health. Here, I can just finish these off. So that window glass, let me try it. I have one block wide window in the back. Maybe I can place it. Yes, yes I can by the look of it. So, okay, I like this. I like that it's in the middle of the window. I don't see a recipe here. Glass pane, that's what I was looking at. I need a workbench, and I need glass, lead, and clay. There's no recipe for just glass, right? Industrial glass, centered, industrial glass 2, centered, broken glass. There's all this bulletproof glass, but I don't think I need that. So glass is apparently not something that can just be made. You'd think, you know, sand in a furnace. Maybe I just don't have the recipe. Maybe I just don't know how to make it. That's possible. Let's see what's over base, though. Let's, ooh, some old cash. Let's see if there are any materials that I can use. Oh, while I'm here, let's search these bastards. More painkillers, more bottled water. I'll take it. Nothing. And this guy's got nothing. So, first thing I'm going to check is the recipe books. Look at all this. Oh, these are the parts. These aren't the schematics. Hunting knife, mini bikes for dumb shits, pistol book, first aid kit schematics, enforcer magazine. Let's see what this does. Repair and assemble 44 magnums. I like it. But I don't think there's a recipe for glass. Let's check the skills. It's kind of unclear in some cases. There's no specific glass skill. Miscellaneous crafting doesn't add any new skills. Hey Zex, what's up, man? Gunsmithing, science, armor crafting, miscellaneous crafting. Here, is there tools and traps? Toolsmithing. This is a skill I should get, I think. Concrete mixing, that's just concrete. Chemistry and steel, mining tools, miner 69er. I don't think so. This lets me repair things faster. And then there's the painting skills. All I have is wall coverings and metal. So these things you have to find a book for. And I don't have those. Switches and triggers is a skill that I'd like to get. My science level needs to be higher before I can do better stuff. Another point of science? I can't yet. I'm not level 30. Alright, well, we'll worry about that later. No big deal. We can make regular windows for now. These wood windows. I do need more wood. Because I was chopping down a tree. I got 220 wood out of that. I can chop down more trees. I don't need to. Oh, look at all of these tokens. I'll throw in my paltry pile of tokens and... Let's see what else needs to go where. I feel like I should go check out this zombie, see what's going on. Let's have a quick look, make sure they're not in danger of breaking through anywhere. I don't really see them. Sounds like they're coming from here. There's one guy over there. Alright, well, we'll head down. I already have some wood, so I can make some windows. If it turns out there's nothing there, I'll go ahead and put some windows and doors in the bar. Sounds like they're inside the building, or at least inside of the courtyard. No. I was trying to reload, but my gun's apparently already fully loaded. Also, I constantly miss this. I feel like this is a little unclear. They sound close. What is down there? We have a tunnel down here that I know nothing about. And it sounds like there's something down there, so let's put the mining helmet on. Turn on the lights. And see what's going on. Does it sound like it's coming from down here to you guys? This is scary. I'm scared. I'm scared! I feel like I need to be crouching just to walk through here. Oh, check it out. So I crouched and I can't stand up again. Apparently the ceiling's high enough to walk through, but once you crouch, it's suddenly no longer high enough to stand up straight. Strange. Also, I don't know where this goes. This might be a mile-long tunnel to nowhere. And I'm overheating again, so we take the duster off. I need to get a script that takes my duster off when I get too warm. Sorry about that. Frog in throat. Can I sprint crouch? No, I'm stuck. Now I'm committed. I feel like I can't go back. I need to see where this goes. One of my compatriots has dug a very long tunnel. Maybe it's an escape route, like in case the base gets overrun. Head out this way. But damn, this is a long tunnel. I don't regret my decision, but I both rue and lament it. Also, I am apparently thirsty. %. Excellent. It doesn't go anywhere. Somebody was just digging a giant hole to literally nowhere. Great. Glad I didn't waste my time running all the way down this tunnel then. And now we go back. How far out are we? Pretty far out. Not insane. I mean, that's the base ahead of us there. So it's not crazy. Yes, thank you for tuning in and watching Stately Walking Through Tunnels. Doesn't matter what game I play, I always end up walking through extra long tunnels. The difference is 7 Days to Die doesn't have minecarts. That would be awesome, though. Wouldn't it be great if you could put together railroads in this game? What is it, day 151? I think the last time I played it was day 147. No. I don't know if anybody's still playing. I need to ask Pi and his friends whether they're already over it. It seems disappointing. I mean, this is a game with a good amount of depth. It seems like it should be interesting for more than a week or two. Anyway, that was a fun little excursion to Nowhere Town. This is nice, though, these supports. I wonder, I'll bet you there's cave-ins that can happen as well. Well, now we know. And the more you know, the less you care. I'd also really like to be able to pick stuff like the cabinets up and move them around instead of having to make new ones. But that's just kind of wishes were horses. Did that door just do something weird? Did it just knock me around a little while I passed through it? Okay, I'm gonna apply a first aid kit here, get my health back up. These things aren't terribly hard to make or come by anymore, so we don't need to be hugely careful with them. And what I've been doing here, as I come by here, is I've just been scooping up this water with my bottles. The water does eventually go away. And I think maybe it would be possible to like put blocks on top of it to make it disappear completely. It bugs me. It bugs me that the water is just kind of sitting there being water and not doing anything. So these things have no real defensive value, I assume, but again, I'm not making this to be defensible. This is kind of a decorative build. Just because I haven't built anything from scratch yet in 7 days, and I kind of want to get my feet wet. So, how do we repair this? Not with that. Maybe with a steel pick. I'm hearing things pretty close. They might actually be inside. They could be underground. They tunnel. The assholes tunnel. Okay, that just makes it worse. What I can do is just break it and replace it. Okay, window. I think they're inside. Yeah, there's some zombies inside. Alright guys, what are you doing in my bar? It's just one. One incredibly noisy zombie. I think we can get a headshot. Or, you know, any kind of shot. Get the axe again. The pickaxe didn't work. Chop up the remains. Look at this. Alright. No big deal. Let's get the windows done. Put the doors in. And then we'll see what else needs doing. I would like to make a tunnel back to base so that if anybody gets like stuck in here during the night or something, they can easily head back. See, these don't belong here. So let's see what our door options are. Door. We got secure wood door. Got metal doors, jail doors, vault doors. Old outdoor lights. Huh. Okay, we'll just make 2 wooden doors. And rotate, rotate. Huh. So this is kind of irritating. It seems like I can't have them open opposite each other. Is there like... excuse me, I didn't make it to the mute button in time there. Is there like a way to mirror these? Alright, well, for now, this is obviously irritating. But at least we have doors in. And, you know, this place doesn't look too bad. There's a zombie on the roof. That's unfortunate. I didn't think they could spawn up there. I thought mobs couldn't spawn on man-made blocks. So I don't see how she could have gotten up here. Seriously? Oh, come on. All right, I'll work that out later. Okay, so next stream we will spend some time working on the interior here. We'll pretty it up. We'll see if we can find some more furniture to put down, and we'll have a little bar at the back. It's going to be awesome. But for now, that's going to do it because, once again, it's gone very quiet, and streaming on a multiplayer server with nobody else on isn't as much fun as it could be. So we will be back. I'll try to work out where everybody has disappeared to and whether I can cajole them into coming back. But that is going to do it for today. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I appreciate it as always. I'm Stately. Visit us at 1mc3.com/discord if you'd like to join our 7 Days to Die server, or played-out1mc3.com for our Minecraft servers. Thanks again, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Take it easy, folks. Peace.